Hey, what's up, guys? Ryan Rig, the host of your show, Ryan Vlogs 2. Not the number 2, not like you're going to watch this vlog, but TOO, like in addition. Like, also, how are you guys? Long time no see. It's that time of the year where everything just seems to just run together, where days are chaos, you're doing this, you're doing that. Just so much, it seems like going on, but at the same time, not a lot going on. You know what I mean? It seems like more a lot going on in my mind, more or less than anything else, but just kind of gearing up to wrap up the end of 2015 and start 2016, on a fresh note, full of positivity. We did a live show last Friday night, my son and I, for Fridays with Fel, because it was the last episode we were going to do for 2015, because this Friday will be the holiday and we weren't going to do an episode. So we'll be following up with an episode on New Year's Day. So I think that's pretty cool. It'll be the first episode of the new year on my main channel, which is just a few subscribers away from 75,000, which is like, holy cow. And as promised, as we talked about when we hit 30,000 subscribers, we were going to do a giveaway on this channel for a GoPro camera. That's what I figured would be just some kind of the best I could think about as a giveaway from a vlog channel. So we're going to be doing that. I was going to get one and then do a video about it just so you guys can see it in the video. I think it'll add validity. I mean, not that we don't do a ton of giveaways here anyway, but how are you guys? Happy Monday to you. My son is out of school for the next 2 weeks and a day. So we got a lot of different things. Not really a lot planned for this week. Just I know on Thursday, Karen and I are going to get together with the kids for Christmas Eve and watch a movie and stuff like that. Like kind of do snacks and finger foods. And then I know Friday we're doing, kind of open presents together and stuff. And I'll be talking to like family on the phone or FaceTime and things like that. Braden's, got different families here and there. So just different places we're going, so just excited about that for the holidays. For me, like this year, it's, I've always liked to buy gifts and tons of things like that, and then I know it just costs a lot of money, and this year I just didn't really have the extra to do that, whereas I normally have in years past, and it, I kind of get older and I think about it, it just like makes me reflect and I don't know, like maybe appreciate what I already have and not so much about, I don't know, getting or never was getting, but, giving. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a gift, but, maybe giving someone your time or your love or your attention or, doing a favor for someone or just giving somebody something that's not per se like, for example, I don't know, like something, something that's not a box, something that's not, a gift per se, I mean, we all love a new shirt, you know what I mean? But not necessarily that's what I'm talking about. So I don't know, you know what I mean? This holiday season, sometimes we just kind of have to take a step back, and look around ourselves and around everyone and just be thankful for, I don't know, anymore. It's like almost we need to be thankful we're breathing, with everything that's going on. It's sometimes I feel like we're dodging bullets, I mean, it's, the world is just, yeah, it just, I don't know what, I alone can't solve it. We alone can't solve it, but at least we can talk about it. You know what I mean? But how are you guys? What have you been up to this week? What are your plans? Are you guys traveling? What do you guys do for like your like family traditions? For those that celebrate Christmas this week, let me know down in the comments below. What do you guys do as like traditions? Do you have any Christmas Eve traditions? Do you stay up late or do you hang out by yourself or do you watch a ton of movies, maybe watch TV movies? What do you guys do on your Christmas Eve and then Christmas Day? Let me know down in the comments below. Kind of want to spark some conversation down there, just about what you guys do, what your traditions are, how do you spend time with your family, and hopefully you can. And if you can't, I know it's a bummer. Most of my family doesn't live around here, so I won't see them, but with phones and FaceTime and emails and text and all that, it makes it a little bit easier to catch up and keep up, you know what I mean, with everybody. But yeah, I was just real curious, what some of your guys' ideas, not ideas, but what you guys do. So you have to let me know, maybe there's something I do that you don't know. So let me share, let me think about that. I always remember like Christmas Eve, family would come over. It wasn't sometimes, but it really wasn't. We would just, Usually go to my grandma and grandpa's house, about 5 o'clock, 5ish maybe. On Christmas Eve, we'd kind of go there for dinner. And then my brother and I, Tyler, we were allowed to open like one gift, and that was it, just one. I think it was just, to keep us quiet and to keep us from shutting up, because obviously that's probably all we talked about. And then I always remember we just would open that. It would seem really late, but I know it wasn't when we went home. And obviously we needed to get right to bed because, the following day is Christmas. And I just kind of remember waking up and, my brother and I'd be the first to get up and, we'd see things under the tree and, mom would come down and she'd start kind of making this like breakfast, like a breakfast casserole. It's kind of sweet, like a cinnamon. I can't remember the name of it. It's like a coffee cake basically, but it's really good. She'd make that. It was just kind of like a relaxed, kind of Christmas morning. And then later that day, we'd either have people over, which was generally the case, the rest of the family, and have like a Christmas dinner, like kind of during the day and afternoon, and then open presents and, kind of eat dessert and just relax, just kind of all day love affair. I just remember that. And I always remember as a kid, like sometimes like, oh, why do we have to do this? Or why is this taking so long? Or why this or why that? And it's like, well, now I get older and I'm like, oh man, I wish right now I could like go back and take some of that time, So definitely a message here in today's vlog for the younger viewers. Don't fret so much about the family time. I know it gets a little hectic and stressful and you kind of just, maybe need to take a break and step aside and do your own thing. And that's totally chill and totally cool and completely understandable. But also know, coming from somebody like myself who's 35, a little bit older, kind of reflecting back on that time, man, just cherish it, enjoy it, soak up as much as you can. You don't know what's in store around the corner ever. So you definitely want to be mindful of that. But just enjoy that time. Try to savor that time, with your family. Because that's what's really important. When it comes down to the end of it, that's what's going to be left. Who's going to be left standing there beside you when it all comes down? That will be your family. They'll be there to support you. They'll be there to be your critic. They'll be there to tell you when you're doing great as well as to tell you when you're doing bad. But all of that plays into later in life. It's like every day you're always learning something new in life, and you should try to. We all can get caught up in, living in the past and stuck with things, and it can alter your mindset, and you're just like, because of this, I'm only going to do that. I myself am no angel. I felt victim to that many times, as anybody else has. So, we just kind of, do what we do, put on a smile, try to get out of the funk if you're in one, or do whatever you got to do. But just keep going, But definitely, guys and girls, everyone watching, definitely enjoy that family time. Hopefully you get some this month, anytime, hopefully on the holiday, whenever it may be. Doesn't mean necessarily the holidays. You can enjoy the family time, outside of the holidays as well. Of course, that's totally cool. But, just enjoy that time. Because when you get older, it seems like the older you get, the less time is going to go by. So I know I'm all bandaged up. I cut myself last weekend, and then I cut myself Sunday morning trying to break into Karen's house. And I'll give you a story about that. It's not like that. We were actually locked out of her house early in the morning, which was kind of interesting because we were sitting there on the couch early Sunday morning, pardon me, and she thought she heard the screen door in front kind of clicking like someone was opening it. So she thought if it was the neighbor dogs or neighbor kids, but it was really early. So she got up and there was a big male standing there, and he was like trying to come in, and she was like, and she could tell something wasn't right, with him. And she's like, do you need to come in? Or not come in, but this isn't your house. You don't live here. You need to go. And he just looked very confused. He was kind of going like door to door. So as he went door to door, we were just kind of like, I don't know. I was kind of worried about him just mentally. Didn't know if he had dementia. Something wasn't right. So we called the police, and we were kind of looking for him. And I'd seen a cop drive by, and she was going to work. So I waved her down. I was like, hey, told her what happened. Another cop was already en route because of the call. Well, about this time, another gentleman had pulled up, and he's like, pardon me. He said, hey, did you just see a big guy? And we're like, yeah, we're walking this way. He said, well, I just woke up to him in my daughter, or his girlfriend's daughter's bed. So apparently this guy had got in their house somehow and was sitting there on this 3-year-old girl's bed talking to her. This man woke up. They got him out of the house. So I know the ambulance showed up. I'm not really sure what happened, but it was just kind of like a scary, crazy Sunday morning there. And then when Karen and I went out to talk to the police, we had locked ourselves out, so I'd kind of had to like break into her screen door so we could unlock it with the door. We'd gone out the front, but she didn't have the key for the front door, so the back door we had to go in with the screen door and it was locked. So that's where I got another cut. So it's like bandaged up against all odds. But lock your doors. You never know. And just because somebody comes up approaching, I mean, this person obviously something wasn't right, but they were not trying to come in or create harm, which was obvious. However, you got to be very cautious. You know, if I came to the door, it was like, whoa. So then that's kind of when we went outside and we're looking, we're like, what is going on? And called the police. So you never really know what's going on in someone's head or what they're trying to do. But be careful, lock your doors. But yeah, I just feel so horrible for that girl, you know, that woke up with this man in her bed and the boyfriend. It's just like, wow, you know, and this is right, I literally across the street from my house that this happened. So I'm not saying the person was bad because nothing happened. So, but like I said, he was going door to door. It's like he didn't really know where he lived and was just trying to get in any door he could. And it's not like he was kicking them in or breaking in. I think more or less if they were open, he was going in. So I'm not sure how he got in theirs, but just a crazy, crazy story that happened there Sunday morning. So, but guys, I'm Ryan Rigg, the host of your show, Ryan Vlogs 2, not the number 2. Not like you're going to let me know your family traditions this holiday season down in the comments, because you should, because I asked you to, because I think it'd be cool. But TO, like in addition, like also if you enjoyed tonight's vlog, tonight's, whatever you want to call it, please click that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you're not. Head over to my main channel, Fast Electronic and Loud. Don't forget to enter the Elgato HD60 giveaway. If you're into gaming, that giveaway might appeal to you. But guys, I'm Ryan Rigg. Thanks for watching. Big thumbs up, and we'll see ya.